This season, Mass Wildlife is conducting prescribed burns in the Southeast Pine Barrens Wildlife Management Area in Plymouth. Mass Wildlife uses this valuable conservation tool to restore and maintain healthy forests, plants, and habitats for wildlife. Whippoorwill, wild turkey, bug moth, and wild lupine are just a few examples of animals and plants which thrive in environments shaped by fire. Without the Pine Barrens habitat, a number of already rare animals and plants would vanish.
But we're implementing a burn in a fairly high flammable, very flammable environment. But it's been pre-treated, we have water around, we have a boatload of resources. So I think we can safely burn up to our 20 acre or whatever our limit comes today of these units and get the fire established there. This black area, the burned area, will serve as an anchor point for future activity.
So I have what's called a Kestrel. It's a weather instrument where I can do wind speed, temperature, humidity, dew point, and this one in particular will do barometric pressure and altitude. Right now I'm getting the humidity, which is about 63%. And then let's bump down a little bit. The heat index says it's 87 degrees. There you go. The dew point is what we're feeling today. This is why everybody's sweating and moisture is falling off your face, my face, because it's 70 degrees. And that's when you listen to the National Weather Service guys and all the weather guys, they sit there and say anything above 65 degrees is wicked uncomfortable and very moist. And we're at 70 degrees today. So continuing with the fire effects thing, so what you're going to see on the ground is we're all standing right now at test fire. And we're going to put some fire on the ground and have a briefing and kind of see what happens with our fire. With the wind coming out of the south and southeast, what we're going to see is backing fire. So the fire is going to actually try to go into the wind and it'll go nice and slow. And it'll have really low flame heights.
Half of the federal standard is where Massachusetts holds its pollution levels. So the federal standard is 100 for AQI, and above that, they're supposed to curtail certain activities. The state of Massachusetts holds us to half of that for our permit, and it's based on the forecast. Now, what's happened, the state says they use a forecast. The forecast 2 days ago was for good air quality. Today it's for moderate, which is right at that 50 level. Okay, 11:57, everybody. This is what would happen if a burning ember got up and landed somewhere else in this unit. We don't know what it would be like over there, but what we're going to do is we're going to watch the smoke. We're going to get an idea of the rate of spread. And we're going to see how large it gets after 5 minutes or so.
Mass Wildlife has a long history of conducting safe and effective prescribed burns. Each burn is carefully planned. Safety is a primary emphasis in all aspects of prescribed fire management. A burn can only take place when conditions are right to ensure safety and ecological restoration. Local fire officials and air quality regulators are always notified and involved in issuing prescribed burn permits.
Wildlife Management Area. This particular area that we did mechanical treatments in, that occurred in 2016 with the intention to create a woodland savanna, which is part of the pitch pine barrens habitat. So this particular area, we thinned the pitch pine. There may be every 40 to 50 feet apart, and we left little islands of pitch pine. But the predominant vegetation is scrub oak and low bush blueberry and wild indigo, and these areas are really great habitat for a number of butterflies and moths like the frosted elfin and the Barren's buck moth, and then a whole suite of birds come in these areas, prairie warblers and towhees, and once we get fire management underway, they're really popular places for people to pick berries, and so we're very excited because we're just starting prescribed fire management here, and this is a partnership that involves a number of federal and state partners and private as well. And today on this burn we have Mass Wildlife staff, Department of Conservation, Bureau of Forest Fire Control, and the National Park Service. So Dave Prairie is the burn boss from National Park Service, and it's a real team effort. We actually have a very large crew here today, over 30 people, and it's a combined effort, and everyone works together because we all learn from these projects. And today we'll likely burn no more than 15 acres to 20 acres. We have to watch the weather very carefully. The winds are picking up, maybe you can hear that in the background. So we have to watch for spotting potential in the forests that are untreated to the north of us, and we have a south wind today. So we'll just move very cautiously, and the crew here, this is a crew with two engines moving along this line, and we have flanking fires moving down the line. They're behaving quite nicely. Backing fires are less than a foot. The head fires are roughly 2 feet tall, and we're not having much in the way of embers or smoke problems, but we'll monitor that throughout the day.
All told, Mass Wildlife and the Department of Conservation and Recreation are restoring nearly 2,400 acres of pitch pine and scrub oak barrens in the Myles Standish complex. These barren habitats are naturally sandy and fire-prone. The complex is one of the few places on Earth where you can explore an expansive, intact pine barrens with rare features such as frost pockets, vernal pools, and coastal plain ponds, each with its own unique plant and animal species.